Oh, it works. First try the clicker. Anyways, hey guys, we're talking about credit cards because the school system won't tell you anything about credit cards, so you gotta learn it from your family. And there's two types of families that I've come across. I guess there's three, because I'm sure there's someone who's teaching their kids the right way to use credit cards. So there's people who don't know anything about credit cards at all. There's people who don't know about credit cards at all, but go the opposite way. So there's people who don't know anything about credit cards and use the crap out of them, recommend using credit cards, think they're the greatest thing in the world till it bites them in the butt. There's people who don't know anything about credit cards and tell you to stay away from them because they don't know, or they do know a little bit, but they don't know enough to tell you the pros to it, and they can only tell you the cons, and they hear all these horror stories about people using credit cards, so they just tell you stay away from them. Credit cards are the Antichrist. Don't ever touch them. Don't even look at them. Credit cards are equivalent to that stripper that you're not supposed to look at. Okay, that's the view. And then there's a third type that I'm sure exists, are people who are 100% knowing what credit cards are about, how to use them, what to do, how to take advantage of them, and teach you how to use them. Don't know many people like that. Don't actually know anybody who's done that. I had to learn mostly about credit cards on my own research because my parents were the type that were like, credit cards are the devil. Don't ever get a credit card. Have you heard the horror stories about these credit cards, Tyler? Don't get them. So that is why I'm here to make a video for people that don't know much about credit cards, who had a family that told them to stay away from them, or had a family that said max them out, right? Because now I have a little bit of experience with credit cards. I'm at 2 years. I think am I at 2 years or am I at 1 year? Am I only 1 year into credit cards? I don't know. I'm either 1 or 2 years into credit cards. I have no freaking idea. My first card was a MasterCard. It was Journey. I still have it. It has no annual fees. It's the crappiest one you can get because it was, at the time, I only had my Toyota Corolla on my credit line. And so my credit was just all right because I only had one line of credit. And I hadn't had it for very long, I think a couple of years. So I think at this time my credit was like 600, which isn't bad by any means. I was fortunately enough, privileged enough to have parents with good credit that I could co-sign with me on my car, and that ended up boosting my credit up at all. But unfortunately, since I didn't have parents that told me about credit cards to how to maximize, what I can do with them or with my credit, I never got to have credit line on there. So my credit couldn't be even better by this time. I had to wait until I was in my 22 or 23 whenever I got them. Anyways, getting off track, I was at like 600 credit, and I was like, I did some research on credit cards, and I was like, you know what, these credit cards aren't as bad as what my parents say. I'm gonna give it a shot. So I ended up applying for the Journey card because it's the only thing I could essentially get approved for, right? Like I said, no annual fee. Good credit card for someone who's just starting out. It has 1.5% cash back on all purchases. But other than that, there's no really good rewards, no benefit in having it other than to get good credit. I think six months in of me paying off my credit card, all on time. I've never had a late payment on anything. Anyways, I think 6 months in, I think they sent me an email about upping my credit limit on it to $2,000, $4,000. I don't know what the limit is. Of course, I said okay. And for the next 3 months, maybe, I used it. And eventually I was like, you know what? I wanted another credit card because I want to reap the benefits of credit cards. Because I started looking into credit card churning, which I'd probably make another video on it. I'll briefly touch on it in this video, obviously, to explain. So I want to reap the benefits. For those who don't know, credit cards, whenever you sign up, let's say you have better credit. So first, you're gonna have to get a crappy card like me that has no benefits at all except getting you good credit. So first of all, you need to get a crappiest card ever. Recommend no annual fees on it, and just build your credit. Eventually, you're gonna be able to get another credit card, and this is when you can start doing it. So then I bumped up to a slightly better card. I think it's like Chase Sapphire Freedom. I know it's Chase Freedom. I don't know if it's Sapphire, it's a blue card. And I chose this one because obviously I knew I was gonna get approved for it. And number two, after, I think it said if you spend $1,000 in 3 months, you get $200 or $250 cash back, right? So I was like, ooh, that's easy. Here's what you gotta do though. Do not, with credit cards, this is the tricky thing. Do not, I keep looking over here, I'm sorry, but whatever. With credit cards, do not spend the credit on things that you weren't gonna get without the credit card. Meaning, don't go out and buy TVs, Xboxes, cars, whatever that you couldn't afford before that credit card. Do not change your spending habits at all. You are going to pay rent every month. So here's the problem with people is they buy all this stuff with their credit card and then rent comes around and they have to choose either their credit or the rent to pay for it. Don't do that. If you get a credit card, the way to do it is don't change your expenditures at all. Put that credit card, if you want, on your rent payment. And then you can build because you're gonna pay rent every month anyways, right? So put it on your credit card and then pay off your credit card, pay off your rent through your credit card and gain your credit if you want to. But do not spend any more than you normally would. That is the trick with credit cards. So what I did was I just spent what I normally spent in 3 months to spend $1,000. It's super easy to spend $1,000 in 3 months, right? On just normal stuff, groceries, eating. If you want to put it on rent, I don't think I put it on my rent. Anyways, and so I got my $250 cash back, easy. And then this one had a little bit more perks. It had better percentage cash back on all purchases, groceries, and stuff like that, but not much. It was just my second card. Recently, I just upgraded to another card, which is Delta Sky Miles American Express Gold Card. And this thing is legit. This is what I've been working for towards that credit card training of just taking advantage of all the benefits. This is my first annually paid card. The first year's free, but after that, every year it's $99, and that is a lot every year. But the way I see it is the benefits. See, the only time you can justify an annual fee is if the benefits outweigh the fee, right? So $99 a year sounds horrible until you realize the first 3 months I have to spend, I think it was $2,000, which is super easy to spend in 3 freaking months. And I get 50,000 miles for free on Delta Airlines. 50,000 miles for free. Great, right off the bat. I'm like, dude, that's super easy. So I can take a trip or multiple trips domestically for free air travel, right? And I get free upgrade to main cabin. What else? The benefits to grocery stores, I get like, what was it, 5% back on grocery stores. I get miles if I take a Lyft driver. So let's say I do travel on airplane, get my miles for free or whatever, and I don't want to rent a car, I want to take Lyft. Every mile that I drive in Lyft anywhere goes towards my Sky Miles. So every like mile that I drive in a Lyft, I get 2 air miles or Sky Miles or whatever. So it's really great. I can't remember what else. The percentage cash back that you get on everything and the miles back you get on everything is great. So I really like that card a lot. And that's the last card I have. That's the most recent card that I got. I'm gonna take advantage of the Sky Miles. But yeah, just stuff like that, you can just learn so much and take advantage of these deals that you can get on credit cards. And I think a lot of people need to know. I'm probably gonna go in more detail about credit card churning in another video, go in more detail about what to do and what not to do in a credit card, but I just want to tell my experience with credit cards anyways. And my credit score is now at 750 or more than 750 within a year or 2 of using the credit cards. I paid off my car already, got totaled. That's another video. I guess I could talk about my car being totaled. Ended up paying that off and then some, having some extra money after that. But anyways, I hope you guys found this video once again informative, educational, great, satisfying. You like me, you like my voice, something. But like this video for the YouTube algorithm, smash it. Smash that button, right? Demolish the button. Subscribe to my channel, follow my Facebook page, follow my Instagram, my Snapchat, my LinkedIn, my Facebook, my said it all over again. Anyways, do it. I need help. Lost my job. I'm working hard on these videos. All right, here we go with the clicker. Let's see. First try? Nope. Second try? Nope.